This is a serious moment.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Alignment Shift. No one is ready for this one, myself included. So,
What?
We're winging it.
what? We're winging it? No, we're good. We're prepared.
We're
I
winging
am
it hard.
prepared. So, without further hem-hawing growing, since we no longer have an intro, let's dive into tonight's session, shall we? I am joined by Peggy,
Hey, what's up?
Kayla,
Hi.
Steven,
Hi.
Mackenzie,
Greetings.
AJ,
I picked feet.
George.
Eh.
Did I miss anyone? I don't think I missed anyone. Oh, me! Hi!
Hi, Cal.
I'm your dungeon. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Cal.
Cow.
Alright.
Wicky,
Calgon,
wicky, whack.
take me away.
Tonight's session brought to you by Liam.
Oh, stop. I'm going to cry. I cannot handle that right
The
now.
late Liam.
The late Liam. So, picking up where we left off with a little bit of extra recap, since AJ was not with us last week. Last week, the party, having
Die.
defeated all of the intellect devourers and simulacrums that existed in the courtyard of Whitestone Castle, made their way
Castle Grayskull.
inside. What? Dang it! I did that last week.
Yeah, you do it all the time.
Grayskull Keep.
Castle Grayskull. They made their way inside, finding a servant, an elderly woman.
Would
who
you have to
had-
mention this particular part every time?
It's the important part.
He's
whose brain
recapping.
had apparently been extracted, and she was basically no longer living, but still a shell of a human. Moving on from that, the party heard a gunshot echoing from the basement. Quickly heading down there, they found it to be infested with strange zombie-like Duragar, more intellect devourers, and massive gelatinous cubes blocking the way. AJ discovered a box of munitions, a fire stick, powder kegs, a pair of gauntlets. Was there anything else in there? I think that was it. And they battled the rest of the oozes. That's where AJ left off. The next session, they battled a couple more intellect devourers, opened the way into Percy's workshop, where they saw there were more deceased white stone guards and two more boxes of the munitions crates. Nevertheless, the party saw that in the center of the basement of Grayskull Keep was a large gelatinous oobleck, and from its massive tendrils were suspended the bodies of Cassandra de Rollo and Tyra Fairmont.
This is fine.
Inserted into the back of their skull, you could see there was a gaping hole. The oobleck had its tendrils inserted into their cranial cavities. The party did battle, while a mind flayer mockingly told them, "You're killing them," basically, and asking, "Do you wish them to die?" The party
I don't
continued
remember
on.
that.
It did. It definitely did. The party continued, firing arrows into the oobleck, and trying to remember, the killing blow was a blight, I think?
Yes.
Yes.
It came at me, and I was.
Eldora has cast blight, and it was
Pretty badass.
in the battle against the oobleck. It was revealed that in the very walls of Grayskull Keep, the creature had seeped into the stonework and was spawning echoes and shadows of servants from Grayskull Keep and Whitestone guards and everyone it had absorbed. When the blight spell destroyed the oobleck, the very walls began to practically bleed, and the echoes of these people fell like a mask over and over again, transforming until nothing was left but a black puddle that now covers about 2 inches of the entirety of the basement of Grayskull Keep. A mind flayer revealed itself at this point, clearly damaged from a previous battle. It appeared that some form of powder burn had blinded it, and it was clutching its side in pain, talking with a horrid rasp, saying that it had been planning to bargain with the party, calling them Vox Machina, and when the party corrected him, laughing that, oh, this is precious, you destroyed my family, and now I destroyed Vox Machina's family. Without much conversing, an arrow was shot. It attempted to flee. A hold person, a counterspell was cast, a hold person, and then finally an arrow, natural 20'd its way straight through its head, killing it in one shot.
Yeah, baby.
At that point, Oliver DeRollo was
Yeet.
found behind Mind Flayer. In game terms, having just succeeded his death saving throws, was stable at 1 hit point. The party brought him back to hit points, brought him back to consciousness, and he revealed that he had heard Mind Flayer's plan, that the Chained Oblivion had chosen its new champion, the Crawling King. And shortly thereafter, Oldores decided to check the munitions boxes, finding treasure in one, which I have not rolled yet, and the other one attempted to eat him. So we will start tonight's session with me realizing I don't have my monster manual right next to me.
Vox Machina
That's
would
okay.
have
You
a
can
mimic in their basement.
you can Google a mimic.
Could
Oh yeah,
also-
definitely they would.
Morden Kanan. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna Google it. Hold on, I got the
He spent money on the book. He's gonna use the book.
Right? Like, come on.
I agree with that sentence.
I lied, it was right next to me. I've just got 4 books right next to me. I don't know what else to eat because I filled Sprite now.
Cooperate with me.
No.
Never. Alright, so. Give me one moment.
Don't you hate it when mimics mimic your chests?
I keep forgetting I've got this favored by the gods thing from my sorcery class. I've been
What does that do?
2D extra 2d4 on the save.
yeah. If you fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll, you can roll 2d4 and add it to your total.
Okay. Trade.
Ooh, you should use that.
I keep forgetting I have it.
Wish I had that.
Oldres
Don't know if it could help you, Jordan.
does a 19 hit.
Just hits.
Of course I roll
Oh,
on accident and get a 20.
You know what? I'm shield. I'm going to activate the shield spell in
All right.
my.
Oldres, you go to open the chest, and there's kind of this strange, viscous, almost saliva-like quality to the lock on it. And as you just kind of pull your hand away, leaving that string of mucus between yourself and the chest, you watch as it opens up its mouth like a gate. These long, the lock on the chest turning into this grotesque, almost toothy maw. You reflexively activate your bracelet. The shield appears in front of you just as the purplish tongue lashes out, smashing against the shield. And now, you and I shall roll initiative.
Same.
Yo, you got this. I'm counting money.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
What you got?
Oh shoot. What is my initiative modifier thing here? Where'd it go? I'm in the middle of leveling a character up on my phone, so I don't have access to it there. I think it's based off of what your dex.
Dex, yep.
It's your dex modifier.
Initiative. Yeah. It's your dex mod.
And I'm going to say at this point, the rest of the party did not know that. If you would like other people to join you in initiative, you are going to have to use an action to call out.
All right,
And then, they can roll and be added into the initiative order.
An action to call?
Joy.
A bonus action, I'd say. Bonus action.
All right, give me 1 second here, because I'm like you. I've got 3 things going on at my desk.
Yeah, you know what? Make it a free action. You can call out, but you have to.
It's usually
save.
free, yeah.
Yeah. But then everyone else will be added into the next round.
Sure. I was gonna say, witty banter has to happen somehow. No one would do it if it cost a bonus action.
This is true.
Well, that's not true, but
That is a fallacious lie, sir. I am going to do character sheet for this, and again.
I got a really cool Kraken badge
Nice.
when I bought Ryan and Kayla's dice.
I have a really cool feather quill.
Ooh, do you
That
take
doesn't-
notes with it?
I've tried, and this pen sucks.
Oh,
But-
that's sad.
I
Is
got
it because you're not
colors.
holding it properly, or
No, the heads are just cheap.
Okay.
I have a practice quill, and that one works fine. And this one's kind of like those like $10 got for like a wedding.
Can
kind
you
of
not
thing.
buy like fancier heads for it, or
I have fancier heads. I just haven't tried to put them in it. I've only used the ones that came with it.
you should try use your fancier ones?
I have a commission of my favorite anime character.
Oh, Hanada?
Huh?
I don't know who that is. It's Naruto.
No.
I know it's Naruto.
No, it's not Naruto.
It's Hijikata Toshizo. And he is
Someone?
from Hakuoki Shinsegumi Kitan.
It did
I'll say
look a
that's
little
10
bit
times
like Hinata.
It did.
I know who you're
Alright.
talking about, but no, it's not.
I'm
Hinata
sorry about
kicks
that.
ass. Okay.
It's fine.
Do you have a dex bonus?
So my yeah, I'm good. 14 is my initiative.
Okay. So you're gonna go first here.
All right. Seeing as I still have my side in my hand, I am going to. I'm just going to unload on it and attack it.
Okay, go on and attack it.
First one, just a 27.
27. Yeah, 27 hits.
Oh, okay.
So close.
Oh, it's all real quiet.
13 points of damage on the first hit.
13, beautiful. You reflexively just swipe your scythe at it. It cuts a large swatch into the chest, which now kind of just turns into this weird purplish ooze.
Okay. Does a 12 hit?
Barely.
All right. And that is 12 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna hit it a third time with the butt end of the staff.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Okay, and I always forget how to do this one.
May we help?
What is it? The back end of your weapon?
Yeah, it has to do with that
Polar Master.
Yeah.
polearm mastery.
It's a
Um,
D4 and it uses your charisma because of your class.
So it's just a D4,
Bludgeoning.
Damage.
just one,
Yes.
8 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And as I'm hitting it, help!
Okay. So next.
I don't even have the map up. There we go.
It is going to attack you again.
Eh,
Wow, I could not have rolled worse on that. Double eights, 13.
no.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Eldorez, go ahead and do me a favor. Make a strength check to escape the grapple with it, because whenever you touch a mimic, you are automatically adhered to it.
Oh,
So apparently, so
Well, that's awkward.
Your attacks went off, but your hand is still kind of like attached, and you roll with disadvantage.
Oh, that's super.
okay. 15. 15.
15 at disadvantage.
Yes.
All right, you pried your hand off.
Yeah, I rolled a 15 and an 18, and I have no modifier.
All right. So that is the turn of the mimic. Is anyone going to be rushing to Eldor's aid?
So he's not attacking me?
He missed. I rolled a 13.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sure.
I will be.
At
Sure.
this point- Yeah. Okay. Everyone else, add yourself to initiative. Roll.
Well, he is distant.
So mimics are they're like treasure goblins, right? Like after you kill them, they explode and just mounds and mounds of valuable gems and diamonds and platinum and
And magic
Yeah,
items.
definitely.
Try to keep my platinum.
Okay. 25 to 20.
24.
20.
wow, nice. Roll high.
High roller.
Eldorez, what was your initiative again? It was
14.
14. Okay. 20 to 15.
16.
I got 18.
Okay. 15 to 10. And Eldorez. Glaive, what'd you get?
5.
Ooh.
Golden ring.
Wow.
Dang.
And then I almost wrote Bernie. Okay, so Xavier McConstantine, it is now your turn.
Kitty cat.
Alright.
I feel like you missed the appearance of Cal's cat.
Is there a way that I can broadcast Roll20's screen so that AJ
Yeah, actually, I can do that.
or is it? Do I just hit screen underneath?
Yeah, share screen.
You want me to do it?
No, I got it.
For moving here, would I be able to see the chest? Or is it-
Yes. Yes, you would be able to see it.
Okay. Firebolt.
Alright, roll them.
That's a 24.
That misses.
Ah, dang.
No, you hit.
Some wizard.
You suck.
I'm kidding, of course. I can't follow this up.
21 points of fire damage.
21 points of fire.
And I am in the air.
Okay,
People
so
can
you're hovering about
Just
2
5
feet off
feet.
the ground?
Just 5 feet.
How much damage was it? 20 you said?
21.
Did you move, or
Okay.
did you just like thread this needle?
I moved up to there and then threaded the needle.
Alright, so next on our turn, it's Elena.
Did we hear Yoldoris call for help? Sorry.
I did call out.
All right. Well,
I said,
I don't know why my character's not on there.
She's here.
Well, where? Oh, that's
In the
why I
wall.
didn't see. Definitely was like over in here. So I'm gonna run. There, 35. All right, yeah, that's my. Oh, I could dash though and get there.
You should be able to bonus action dash.
Yeah, that's what I just did. All right,
Okay.
all right. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Next is Sapal.
Not gonna
Zip.
fire or anything?
She had a dash.
And
Don't you have cunning action?
Oh my goodness.
Don't you have
You're,
cunning
you're
action?
a rogue.
Yes.
You
What
can-
about it? Sorry.
You can
dash
dash
as a bonus action. And then
Oh, it was a. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
shoot it. Then.
shoot her with Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, I
Nope.
still have Hunter's. No, I
She-
still have Hunter's Mark up.
Not.
It's
the
still-
bonus action to switch though.
Oh, it's a bonus action to switch. That's right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wah,
It
wah,
stayed up.
wah.
Okay. That's
Don't
10
shoot it. I
plus
mean,
11.
maybe you'll crit.
Maybe you'll crit.
Don't mock me.
Yoldoris is
And-
over here, right? In this.
Sorry.
Thank you.
George just crit, just he didn't mean to.
We don't get our level abilities until we long rest, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Eh.
Oh, so that was a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
I was like rolling it already.
Roll the dice.
18
Copyright.
damage for the
Okay.
first one.
Okay. So you fire the first arrow, and it entered just where the lock is on Mimic, causing it to splatter back up against the wall, leaving this kind of thick, viscous, like almost web-like interior, completely shattered open and exposed to the air as it kind of twitches.
Is it still alive?
It does not look very alive.
Are you okay, Yoldoris?
Uldoris turns around and his face is just covered in like purple, like gunk. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Be careful. Mimics are a thing.
I know that now.
In all honesty, I could see Percival having a lot of mimics.
All right. Give me just one moment. Talk amongst yourself. Long.
Yeah, so we gonna race to the Amon leadership after this?
I mean that's what Oliver's gonna do, but I'm gonna shut him down hard.
Well,
That
I'm
sounds
gonna
like a
go with
terrible plan.
Oliver. Why is that a terrible plan?
Well, for one, he's super fucking injured.
Yes.
What the hell does he think he's gonna accomplish in that state?
I don't know, but it's an important thing to take care of. We can't.
Then we can take him to a safe place and then go ourselves.
Yeah, but we're not gonna be able to get in. He will be able to get in.
No.
Here's a question. What kind of injuries does he have? Says the guy who was he?
He was essentially on death's door. He
Yeah.
succeeded.
But
at
I
his
gave him
last
a health
saving throw.
potion. Or no. Mackenzie healed him.
I healed him. Yeah,
Oh.
I did a life transference and rolled really low, so I took
Well-
6 hit points of damage and then gave him 12.
Wasn't worth the spell slot.
It was not worth a 3rd level spell slot. No.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be able to get us in. We're not gonna be able to
cast
get
heal.
in. Okay. Yeah.
Jeez. I don't think he
Wasn't worth the
deserves
spell
one.
slot.
Still not worth the spell
Still
slot.
not worth it.
I mean,
Look, Vale, we all know how it goes in schoolyard relationships. When you bully somebody, it means you like them. But Oliver is taken.
I also think
I don't
that
follow.
Vale leads more for the other team.
Eldores, I am going to tell you what you found in the first chest.
oh, things
You find 2 revolvers
in the other chest.
in the other chest.
So I'm up to 3 now, right?
There's 3.
Yeah. 2 revolvers, 3 more powder kegs, 40 what appear to be iron bullets of some kind.
Bullets?
Bullets,
Bullets.
ammunition. And as you are rummaging through the case, make an investigation check.
Well, roll. Bless him, Vale. Bless him.
Yeah, actually, I can. Can I give myself? I'm gonna give myself guidance on this. I don't remember what it does.
It gives you an extra D4
Extra D4.
That's right.
for 1 minute or until you roll. Or until you
Okay.
use it, I should say.
And what is the check I'm making?
Investigation.
Ooh, that's good. I have a high modifier to begin with. So
forgot I
that's
had guidance.
18. 21.
All right. So this has the potential to destroy everything.
Did he
Wait, what'd you just say?
This
Destroy
is-
everything?
You found Percy's
As-
self-destruct.
As you are rummaging through the crate, your finger slips against a slightly uneven portion of the chest. And as you kind of trace your finger along it, you realize that you found just along the side, on the left-hand side of the crate, there is a hidden side panel. And as your finger traces the edge, you feel this slight, and the panel swings open, and inside you see a fine blue crushed velvet interior compartment, probably about 2 to 3 inches deep, mirroring the thickness of the trunk, and floating in this space, almost by its own innate power, you see a beautiful gold and sapphire
You said ring?
ring. The golden band around the bottom of the ring seems to swirl in an almost Grecian cloud-like formation around the base of the ring, which encrusts around a rough-cut sapphire that is clear as the Mediterranean Ocean, slight hints of white clouds that as you look into this ring, you can almost see move past, as if staring at the sky at midday with no cares in the world, just as you glance down at this ring.
Okay.
I rolled for this treasure, by the way. Don't blame the DM.
Spoilers.
Not well. You just said that. I'm afraid to pick it up now. Don't blame the DM. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, right?
How you doing, though, Doris?
Off into the room.
Xavier.
What'd you find?
Yes.
Remember how you looked at the statue for me?
Yes. Do you need me to look at something else?
Yeah, it's mine, but yes.
Okay. I will.
My house, but okay.
This is temporarily a dungeon, so it does not claim anything.
Doris just looks at Elena and goes, shh.
Dungeon rules.
The dungeon rules.
I found it.
I found it.
Interesting. I will cast Mage Hand to grab the ring.
Okay. While they do that, can I guess Oliver's pretty antsy, correct?
He, at this point, as everyone's kind of going around right now, he, catching his breath at this point, and you see him kind of going around, taking those who passed, and he's very frustrated, but also you can, knowing your brother, you know he's frustrated, see it in his eyes, but you also see something new. You knew him growing up, and you have seen him since Whitestone, and that arrogance has. But now, as he's looking around this room, for the first time in your life, see a soldier in front of you. There's a tiredness that has come to his eyes. There's the 1,000-yard stare of someone seen more than he intended to see. Make a insight check.
Tentacles burst out from his face,
God, don't say that.
and he rushes for the back of your skull.
Cal, just so you know, because I don't think you had your headphones on. AJ cast heal on
Yeah.
Oliver.
You said investigation or insight?
Insight.
27.
27. As you look at him for the first time ever, you see some potential to lead, some potential to mature. You see a potential for him to grow beyond the arrogance that he has displayed, and having witnessed battles and having been part of the massacre, you can see that it's weighing on him as it should. He's not glorifying battle. He's not looking beyond the death of those that sacrificed him, and it actually is impacting him positive.
Sad, but yeah.
Uh,
I'm excited. All right.
Xavier, how long does it take for you to cast?
I was waiting for you to get done with that. Can I just make like a general, or actually, this is the question I actually wanted to ask. The detect magic stone, does it actually glow a certain color depending on the type of magic, or does it just detect a general sense of magic?
It just detects a general sense of magic.
Okay, so it's not like
super useful.
that would be so it's not detect magic in the sense that it gives me the
Correct.
okay. All right. So I know this is magic because I can see that it's magic.
Detect magic,
As-
but not detect.
As you come Oldoris, did you try to pick?
I have not touched it.
Okay, yeah. As you come over, you
picked-
can see that it's floating in the cave.
Yeah. So I'm holding it with mage hand.
Okay.
Um,
As Mage Hand goes to grasp it, there's almost a. Have you ever attempted to push two magnets of the same polarity together?
yeah.
There's almost that effect, Mage Hand and the ring, and you can kind of see it press off from the ring and press off from the hand, and it kind of hovers.
Oh, it
an
kind of
inch
does one of. Oh, it does one of my knives when I hold it. Just hovers right there.
Yes, it does.
Okay. It'll take me a moment to identify because I do not have that spell prepared. Do you mind if I just keep it
do.
in? Do you let us know this, or are you still technically in the other room?
The corner.
I was gonna call Glaive over.
I came in to heal Oliver.
Well, perfect.
Are we not all in the
Oliver's
same
still.
room?
No.
Yeah.
No, there's two different rooms.
No, we're in
There's
Bruce's
one.
workshop.
Yeah,
I
I've got it up.
apologize.
Yeah.
I have it up. If you want to watch my stream, I've got it up.
I see necklaces.
Yeah, you're probably not far from me, but I was gonna ask if you could take a look, and if there was anything you could do for Tyra or Cassandra.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind,
Oh,
So we have
we haven't told AJ what happens there.
until we have something different, something not going on, do you mind if I just keep it in one of the side pockets of my haversack? It's still yours, just to keep it safe. Until I can identify it.
Xavier runs off again.
I
Well,
don't know if we
I
want to put it in a. I mean, that's a pocket dimension, yes?
Yes, as long as
I
this
don't
bag,
know if we want to do that.
it's not a pocket dimension itself, I can assure you that. Well, if not, I'll pull out like a spare coin pouch and just pop it in. Here, I'll keep this. You keep this tied to your belt, and then once we are not in danger or in, hurry to go somewhere else, just give it back to me and I will identify it.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Okay, so I will hand the ring back in a pouch back to him.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to Oliver and kind of just gently approach him, from the front, not come at him from behind, and see if he's ready to. Yeah, and see if he's ready to go to Amon to speak to the leaders.
Yes, I think I'm ready.
Let's go.
Okay. If you'll give me just a moment, I can get us to Iman quicker because Greystall Keep is technically outside of Iman, right?
Yes.
Yep. So if you give me just a minute, I can get us quickly back to Iman.
You have a
will-
moment.
All right.
Can I just reach over and hold his hand?
All right. I will take out my chalk, find a good spot in the just a good size spot that doesn't have blood and viscera everywhere, and we'll start to draw a teleportation circle to the entrance, the entrance cabin to the nest. So it brings us to the cabin that we go to.
Oh, okay.
So
Can I hold Oliver's hand?
As you hold his hand, he takes it lightly at first, but then kind of gives it a heartier squeeze.
Okay, all right.
Dude.
All right.
Is it safe to just leave Sandra and Tyra here like this?
I thought about. Can we bring them with us and then carry it? I don't know where to put them. I guess we're carrying.
AJ, for your knowledge, I can't remember. Did I reveal in the game or after what happened?
After the game.
Okay, you're right. All right, so I can't remember. She's hold person right now is on Cassandra. Was on Cassandra.
it only lasts a minute, so it's gone by now.
Okay. AJ, you've watched as when the Oobleck was destroyed. Cassandra was the only one that kind of woke up, and kind of was behaving like a cat to the Mind Flayer, and has been on all fours, crawling around, making kind of weird snarling noises. Tyra is completely unconscious and appears to be comatose, but she's also shaking in her. Limbs are kind of moving on their own a little bit weirdly. You see her hand clenching, and yeah, that's kind of what's going on.
Can I look into them while Xavier does his chalk thing?
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Honestly, I would like to not use digital dice anymore, and see if they are brain sucked or something. That sounds a lot grosser when I say it out loud. I'm sorry.
Brain sucked.
I'm remembering what I was thinking last time.
What?
It just blow it out like an NES cartridge.
Oh, I remember that.
So bad.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking to see if I can help them with what magic I have.
Roll either a medicine check, a arcana check.
I'm going to roll a medicine check and unplug my record player because speaking unholy words.
All right.
11 on the die, 8 skill makes a 19.
19. All right. So you come over and you begin to kind of inspect them. I can't remember. Did you do arcane or medicine?
Medicine.
Medicine. All right. So you come over and you take a look at Cassandra. Kind of try to take a look at her eyes. She begins to bat your hands away. Not even in a dexterous, she's attempting hands. It's almost a mindless, doesn't understand how her body works kind of motion. And as you kind of force her arms to her side and kind of pin her down, she begins to kind of make strange sounds. And you turn her around to take a look at the injury they had sustained to the back of the neck, and this hole is gaping. There is quite a wound entering the base of the skull into the back of her head. And as you kind of look in there, it's kind of hard to see, but it almost looks like something's moving in there. Like as you look in, you can kind of see it's pulsing, and it seems to like rotate in its position inside, like an eye in a socket, kind of
Oh,
on the
stop.
inside.
You know what's hungry for noodles now?
Piggy.
George Douglas.
Oh,
You know what?
Nice.
Noodles don't sound that bad. I actually bought some.
Right?
really gross.
It's the eye of Nope, sorry, wrong story.
The
I
eye
don't
is-
have the tools to deal with this.
You almost have the
Hold on,
tools.
was that Cal talking?
I was just saying, I see you.
Oh. Was that the DM talking or the
No.
thing talking?
No, that was
That was the
that
DM.
that was Cal.
Definitely cows.
I'm making sure.
Yes, no.
All right, all right. I wonder if that thing is alive, because if it is alive, then I might be able to hit it with a very small spell.
Fireball.
Hmm. No,
Guess that's
actually,
right.
this will be fine. I have one 300 gold piece diamond.
And
Oh,
that
God.
means.
This was my plan last time.
What are you doing, Glaive? This is our AJ. What are you planning? I'm so worried.
No. You can say Glaive because
Okay.
we were in the same room as Oliver.
What are you
Um,
planning, Glaive? Are you saying "Oh my God" out loud?
I am saying pretty much all of this out loud,
Okay. All right.
especially the 300 gold piece diamond part.
Oh, Glaive, what are you planning?
There's a living
What's-
thing inside of your aunt's brain, and I'm gonna try and hit it with a spell.
Is that it?
Specifically, Toll the Dead. So it just
Okay.
rots away in there and doesn't exist.
Are we sure that we want something to rot inside of my aunt's head?
Would you rather? it
That's
be
why I'm
living?
debating it. Honestly, it's your decision. I do also have Word of Radiance, which
What's
would
that?
also allow me to hit it, and that would be radiant, but it'd be a glowing ball of death inside of her head.
That sounds just as bad.
I mean, I don't have tweezers to pull it out with. I need to
Oh,
do something.
here.
Oh my God, what does
Can't
Glaive
You
have?
just use your
what is-
hands.
Oh God.
Maybe my hand is small enough.
Easy.
I mean,
Easy.
Glaive is your size.
Is it reasonable to assume that thieves' tools would have some sort of fine manipulative objects?
Yes.
Maybe we can find chopsticks.
This is not how Cal planned this.
Make a thieves'
Maybe-
tool
See it
check
in his face.
to remove a creature from your aunt's head.
Yeah,
Maybe
don't worry,
we
I'm a
can
brain
use
surgeon.
chopsticks.
Yeah.
Just gotta
Did we get
mix
some
it.
from the frog people?
Gotta mix it around.
Stop.
I'm serious.
I mean, we could just pour sulfuric acid down there and.
No, that would ruin what's left of her if there
Mind
is
flayers are
anything
no
there.
joke, people.
Elena,
Yes.
Unless we're involved.
am I going in with the physical thieves' tools, or do you want me to use a spell to try and kill this thing?
Can I look at Oliver and see if he has any opinion or any if he's paying attention?
He's watching the situation unfurl, and as he sees you kind of look to guy, he looks back at Glaive. Do what you think is best. If there is something within my aunt, she would want it removed. At the cost of her own life. She would not want to live like this.
Agreed.
Well, I have 300 gold piece diamond for revivify in case this
Oh.
doesn't go the way I want it to.
Okay.
And then I point my finger in the hole.
Oh god.
Oh, it sounds like the start of something bad.
Don't try this at home, kids.
No, absolutely try this at home.
No.
No, bad message.
Vale, I am going to need you over here to scrape out the carcass.
Alright.
Where? Oh, there it is. Target must wisdom saving throw, Sir Cal.
Oh god.
I am using Toll the Dead.
That one on the floor. That will be...
We failed.
That is a no. I am level 11, so that is 3d8.
Nice.
Has it already? Is it missing any of its hit points?
Probably not.
Psychic damage.
That is the
removed
question
from
for
this
Cal.
Conversation.
That is actually a fair question.
It's a question for Cal that he's not answering.
Well,
There is no way for you to know what it's at.
It
Well,
honestly
no, but that's
matters
how the spell
because
works.
it's either going to be d8s or d12s.
Oh, it has not been damaged.
Okay.
Clever.
Okay. That's good. Or
3 points of
Ooh,
damage.
21 necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
Holy
is
shit!
fine.
All right.
I don't
so
see
there,
this going wrong.
so there is a loud gonging sound that
Dong.
vibrates through Cassandra's
Dong.
head. You see her eyes roll in the back of her skull, and immediately out of the hole, Glaive, as you had your finger kind of pointed in there, suddenly out of the hole you see two three-fingered claws claw their way out of the hole past you insanely fast and move onto your lap, and then this brain-sized intellect devourer just and then dies immediately.
Oh
Well
my
then.
god.
That's awesome.
Nothing like some amateur brain surgery.
Oh, and that reminds me, hang on one second. How do I mute myself?
Oh god,
I
why are
have a
you
hotkey
muting
for it.
yourself? Yeah.
He has to look something up.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
What was that?
I should probably get Cassandra too.
So
You did,
Wait, did you do Cassandra or
Cassandra.
Tyra?
Oh, sorry. I should probably get Tyra too. I got my
Can I-
characters mixed up. I
I guess
apologize.
can I go over to Cassandra and see if she's alive?
George, did you get my message?
I did.
Okay. I messed up.
Yeah, I go over to Cassandra to see if she's alive.
Make
What
me a
is-
medicine check.
What? Okay.
I like how she's
Yeah.
calling her Cassandra now and not Cassandra anymore.
Whatever.
It's her aunt. She can call her what she wants.
Cement.
That'll be a 15. Shut up. We're making fun
a-
of me, though.
as you inspect her body, you watch as there
Oh,
is
gosh.
no movement. Her body is cold. There is no response from any of her.
Is there a pulse or anything?
There is no pulse. There is breath.
Wait. No
Is,
pulse, but
is
their
or isn't?
breath?
Is not.
There's nothing.
Okay.
She
Oh god.
dead.
Oh god. Oh god.
Um,
Oh god. Oh
Hold
god.
on,
Oh
hold
god.
on,
Oh
hold
god.
on. I
Oh
told you
god.
exactly what I was going to do if this
Hold on,
killed her.
hold on.
I have not had my license revoked for practical medicine only to have my magic fail me.
You don't have a license.
Exactly.
Therefore, it
Fix
cannot
her!
be revoked.
Fix her!
I'm trying. I can't find the alphabet and I am dumb. That's
That's what you
retarded.
wanna
That's
hear.
degenerate.
from the guy who just did brain surgery.
What?
I
don't
can't
have a
find
line.
the alphabet, and I am dumb.
Put that in the chat.
Yeah.
And make sure you put the context.
No. better
Okay,
without the
I
con-
cannot use this spell if the creature has not technically died within the last minute. So, if the spell does not go off, she's gone.
Oh no, don't say that.
Sorry?
Unless you use a more powerful spell.
I take out a 300 gold piece diamond and I attempt to bring back Cassandra, one of the only Dorellos that I can stand.
Wow.
Was there any
You're the other one!
was
Okay.
there any brain matter left in her skull?
With
Check.
did you check?
I guess this is more for I guess Elena and Glave's edification, not for mine.
You know, that's a fair point. The spell does not restore missing body parts.
Oh my god.
Glaive, you turn her over and that void that the power had came out, and can just see the other side of her skull.
No.
Oh.
No.
That's not good.
Ooh. Tyra, leave Elena there to deal with grief and head over to Tyra. And,
Hold on a second.
I killed my aunt.
We never thought it would be like that. We always thought it'd be a heart attack.
Technically, if you really want to get down to details, I killed your aunt. You started it though.
No, that was me, but you started it. Oh my god.
Why did you do this to
I didn't do this.
Actually,
Caleb?
wait,
We're waiting
I'm
with
gonna
bated
cry.
breath.
Yes.
Elena, look
Yes.
at me.
Yes.
What was I?
You
Hat.
were a
Point at Zavala.
giant.
Hat. I get it.
I don't know if I. What?
Cal's face.
What?
That rapid face palm.
Oh.
Please
No.
continue.
What was I? And then I point at Sapala.
okay.
Caleb.
Reincarnate.
Probably doesn't have it prepared.
I don't have the materials.
Oh.
What materials do you need?
I need rare oils and eugenates or whatever, worth at least 1,000 gold pieces. Then by all means.
Is there a time limit on that spell?
Hello?
Is there a time limit on that spell?
Dead no longer than 10 days.
So there's
Okay.
time.
And I just need a body part. I don't even need the full human.
Okay.
We are not
10
jumping.
days.
Well, another thing is if she doesn't want to come back, I can't bring her back.
Okay.
If she decides that she is peaceful and happy and okay with where she is, then I can't bring her back.
Well, then we let her decide that. We'll get you the stuff that you need. We'll do the process and then let her decide.
Can I just be rocking back and forth with her just in my arms crying? I don't know what Oliver's doing.
Oliver, as you're doing this, has his hand clasped on your shoulder, looking down at her.
Yes.
It's better now.
Do you think she'd want to come back?
I'd like to think so. But that choice is up to everyone. And only they can make it.
If we gave her that option,
It would be more than most people in this room. He gets down on a knee next to you. I am so sorry.
why are you sorry? This is your aunt too.
And he kind of looks around at everyone else that is dead as well. Black Iker, floor. I can't help but feel responsible.
You didn't know mind flayers were coming. How could we prepare for this? Did you?
You've got me there. Come on, kid. We've got a job to do.
Can we at least take her to Sarenway's tree before we go to Amon?
Of course.
I think that would be good for her until we can come back.
Of course.
Uldoris is going to come over and take one of Cassandra's arms and put it around his neck, and look at one of the others to take her other arm so that we can lift her up.
Yeah, I went to go help pick her up.
Yeah, so together we'll take Cassandra to wherever she needs to be.
Take her to the Sarenway's tree in the courtyard. Yeah.
You bring her up the steps through to the courtyard. Out in the back where Saren raised, that's the temple pike constructed. Lay her peacefully at the base among its, clasp her hands over chest and close her eyes. Say a brief prayer to those of you that wish to, and a moment of silence passes. In the distance you hear sounds of the city begin to awaken from the long night, bells going off in the city. It has been a long evening and you're tired.
Yeah. To Amon then? Or to the leaders of Amon?
Well, yeah, to Amon, and I'll get us there quickly. I've been sitting here holding the last marking of teleportation circle.
Alright. How many people can that transport?
As many as I can fit within 6 seconds. So if everyone bum rushes, I can get everyone.
What is the party going to do with Tyra?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I am doing the same surgery.
Oh dear.
Oh god.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Maybe hold and we'll
You see
put
her
her with
writhing over there, right?
It's twitching. Okay, writhing's a bit extreme.
If we leave
It
her
looks
like
like she's
this,
in pain.
and if we leave her like this, what could she become?
I mean, I'll just use a rock if you don't want me to do it the other way.
God.
Wow, that went from 0 to 100 real fast.
Ludicrous speed.
Out of character. Okay, first of all, it wasn't the method. Okay, it was the result.
Yeah.
She's 16 years old.
We hate her.
Glaive does not hate anybody. He does not deserve to hate anybody.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Y'all decide. Like,
God, I'm naming this
I'm over
episode
here having
between
an
a rock and a
emotional
hard place.
breakdown.
I wanted to make this a cheerful episode.
You failed.
I think that failed last week.
Yeah, probably.
You brought mind flayers into the situation. Don't laugh.
I never.
Sorry
More
about
Dorolo
that.
down.
What do you have a
Damn.
scoreboard for that?
What?
He said he did like a tally mark and was like, one more Dorello down.
More to come.
Oh, you caught that, did you?
Yes. All right, let's decide what we need to do with Tyra and go, because we're wasting a lot of time, and the Mind Flayers could literally be anywhere.
Tyra Bounder, throw in a bag of holding. She has 10 minutes.
Oh, good.
We just have to pull her back out.
No?
Can we tie her up and like leave her here?
We'll leave her here.
What else are we going to do with her?
Is the body
Take her
at
to
all?
somebody who will take care of her.
Is the body
There's
at all
no
like
one in the
awake?
castle to take her here.
You mean Tyra's body?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her eyes are open, and you know it looks. You ever watch those animations where
I already know what you're gonna say.
where they take like a skeletal structure in a program that is designed to learn how to move.
Right. Oh, she's
when
doing
it's in
that
its-
right now.
When it's in its very early stages and hasn't figured out how to move forward, it's like a bad game of sport where it doesn't quite like properly and it's just kind of jittering around.
I want to take her to the Temple of Sarenrae. Like the actual Temple of Sarenrae, not just the tree.
Well, to keep her from writhing around, I walk over and cast sleep.
Alright.
So give me just a second to roll.
So we'll go to the temple. We'll go to the leadership. You'll go to.
How does sleep work?
8,
If he rolls higher than
11.
Don't die.
It rolls higher than shit.
22. So I rolled 22 points worth of HP. If I make her HP, it doesn't actually do damage, but if I make her HP go to 0, she falls asleep.
And you're targeting Tyra?
Just Tyra. I may make sure that nobody else is in the area when I cast it. So I don't know if 22 does it.
I don't think Tyra's the one that you should have targeted, but
She's
maybe
the one...
the mind flayer inside her. If she doesn't
it's a
have a
general
mind.
area. It's a general area. Can you stop messing with stuff? Thank
All
you.
right, I will.
It's a first level spell. It's not gonna do a lot. Boy, can you stop messing with stuff? Yeah, meow to you too. He just looked at me and went, meow.
Yeah, Tyra appears to go to sleep.
We'll tie her up.
Alright.
Tie her up.
Yeah, we got it.
All right, and then you bring her hog-tied body up to the temple.
I'll carry her.
there and right.
Well, no, I'm gonna take her through the teleportation to the
Oh,
temple
okay.
in the city.
Okay, because there is not a Sarenrae temple in Amon. The only Sarenrae temple was created by Pike in Grace.
How is there not one in Amon?
Because Sarenrae is a new deity that Pike was trying to bring back, and there was only the one in Vasselheim and the one in Grayskull Keep.
30
Can you
years.
just
Come on,
take
Pike,
her
you're
to a
slacking.
doctor?
Sure, I'll take her to what
Healer.
temples are in the city? Bahamut.
Pretty much all the other ones.
Pretty much all the other ones.
A nice one?
All right, I'll go for Bahamut then.
Bahamut, alright. Okay, so Xavier, you cast teleportation. Bringing
Go,
everyone.
go.
Where are you bringing? Oh, you're bringing them to the entryway to the
The nest hut.
the nest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make sure I go first. So what? I appear first.
We're doing
Okay.
this again.
So, you're inside that entryway that leads to the nest, correct?
Not in the actual nest. In the building
Right.
that you connect.
The owlry, the owl
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah.
In there. Okay. So you cast the spell. and,
I'll rush you first.
As you appear in the familiar owl shop, you see that it is ransacked. The interior is scattered with broken cages and feathers strewn everywhere, and the nagging sensation that has been in the back of your mind the past day, you realize that the Skycaller staff, the one that allows you to find the station, the Eyes of Beak, is missing from its pedestal. And there is
Uh-oh.
no nest member here.
The rest of us rush through.
The rest-
Like Scooby Doo stomp up against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've walked around to examine, so you don't actually bump into me.
Aw.
But
Okay.
Vale, all I am saying is we take her to the Bahamut Sanctuary, or whatever it's called.
Mhm.
We ask them to get in touch with Lady Kima. Lady Kima knows these things are going on with these mind flayers. And maybe, I don't know, maybe she can help us here.
I hope so.
All right. Oliver and I rush out, and we head towards the center of Amon.
No one says anything to Xavier as
yeah,
Nope.
Xavier
Broken
does not
remain.
move.
I am Xavier. This place was. Hold on. Was that glaive that was there, or was that burning?
I think that was Glaive.
I believe it was there.
Yeah, that was Glaive. That was Glaive.
I don't think either was
Okay.
there.
I thought Glaive was asleep.
I don't know.
Bye.
Bye, Mom.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, Glaive.
Boy.
Anyways,
I think he was there.
Yeah.
I'm
He
gonna
might have
go
been
if I was there.
Yeah.
This place didn't look like this when we were here last. What happened?
I don't know. I feel something similar to what happened to Grey Skull Keep may have happened here.
Do you have a sending spell?
I do not. I don't know if you've met any of my family or anything.
I was
No,
asking if you had.
I do not. I don't think wizards get sending. Actually, no, they do. I don't have it though. I don't have it though.
Oh.
No.
Great.
And
Well.
the Skycaller's staff is gone. That is not good. I will summon Beak, send him out the door, and look through his eyes above Amon.
As Beak flies around, you search perception for the familiar call of the staff. It's not there.
Xavier does a quick turn and kicks one of the cages across the room. He has no idea what he's going to do. Right now or in the future. He just stands there.
Can you describe it? This important staff.
It is a pure silver looking staff that at the top has a kind of eagle with outspread wings extended from it, highly gilded with blue and green gems up and down the haft.
Okay. I possess the spell Locate Object. if you, Xavier, can give me a description strong enough to make me familiar with this Skyblinder staff, then I might be able to force the spell to find it. Granted, it has a radius, but it might work.
He holds out his hand, and a miniature version of it appears.
There you go.
That works.
Looks just like this, but the size of the staff.
Okay.
What is the radius on locate object?
1,000 feet, I think.
1,000 feet.
You cast the spell, and it is not within 1,000 feet.
I have 10 minutes of concentration. So, Xavier, we need to start running. What direction?
Xavier, you would know that Beak's eyes, if that staff were anywhere within the city, you would be able to sense it through your familiar.
Yeah. And I appreciate the sentiment, but I sent Beak out to look, and I would be able to see it if it's anywhere in the city. And I do not see it anywhere within the city. It gives off a beacon to avian creatures, which is why my familiar is always a bird. I want to look around, do an investigation check to see if there's anything I can find that might be useful to me or might be a clue.
Make an investigation check.
I am going to cast guidance, and I'm also going to aid.
Thank you. Alright, that's a... Can't do math right now. 24.
Okay. Xavier, pick a number between 1 and 10.
Oof.
6.
Okay. As the two of you, the boxes, you move back the carpet that hides the teleportation circle that leads you into the actual nest itself, and there is scrawled in blue paint a smiley face written in the middle of the teleportation circle. As Oldores is moving through the box, you find a crumpled piece of paper, Oldores. As you crinkle it open and unfold it, you just see hundreds of copies of Xavier's name written over and over and over again in a charcoal pencil type of outline. At the bottom right hand corner, you see the name Xavier one last time in red.
Xavier, here, look at this.
I'll look at it.
What is all of this?
Someone who's a little bit too obsessed. I crush the piece of paper and it burns in my hand, and I really open my hand and ash falls. Come on, we gotta go see what's up with the city.
Okay. Who was going where next? For macro's sake, you're able to take Tyra to Platinum Sanctuary. A number of scale bearers receive you there and tell you that they'll take care of her and await your return. I can't hear you.
Obviously, we'll tell them what's wrong with her. We're not just gonna dump her on them and go like, "Good luck."
Hey, this is your problem now.
They tell you they will leave a paladin to keep an eye on her, and they'll attempt their own healing things on her as well.
Alright.
All right. So is everyone going to be heading with Oliver to the council?
I guess.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So everyone, you make your way back to a castle structure you had been previously earlier this evening, where you had battled the would-be assassin.
Was that really just a day ago?
That was really just a day ago.
Okay.
This is a terrible weekend.
It has been a terrible weekend.
I'm going to do something to Oliver within a acceptable limit.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Enhance ability. Eagle Splendor. Advantage on charisma checks.
Okay.
I will do that whenever we get to the door so that he can make a good argument.
I'll cast guidance on him too. Probably won't help because it's only a minute, but
I'm leaving him to his own devices.
What's with all the help for Oliver all of a sudden?
As you approach the main council in Amman, overlooks the entire city, Oliver stands at the doorway, takes a deep breath, turns around to all of you. You cast your various... Well, this is where you're going to be casting the things.
oh,
Takes a look at all of you. You bestow your gifts upon him. They're going to think I'm crazy.
I
You
already
have
did.
witnesses. Even though they think I'm a little crazy, but that's besides the point.
We are the
Keep your
rulers,
shoulders
after all.
back,
Yeah.
shoulders back, your chest puffed, and do what you usually do best.
I'll hand him an Elithid Platinum. That helps.
Oh, yeah.
You have an Elithim.
Hmm.
You
So
did say they were specially minted.
they were. He turns on his heel and opens the council door. As soon as the door, you hear
That won't help.
Kind of want to just cast
The-
Ace on just for the hell of it.
the rabble of a room in chaos, and in here there is every single council member, including all the councilors and other politicians, lawyers, and attendants, servants, and the room is a bustle. There is a large circular table, kind of a half moon shape, in which most of the council now sits, as well as large, much like the Parliament in England, kind of stadium risers up along the sides of the walls, in which about 50 people on each side all just shout back. Gotta grab my old ones here because I don't have my Council of Tal'Dorei memorized.
That's fine. None of us do.
I know there's Allura.
Yep.
That's it.
And I know there's Biagio and
Oh, Biagio.
I know
Yeah.
nothing.
Biagio, Gurminder.
Who's the one who's obsessed with Vale?
Biagio.
Biagio.
The Biagio.
Biagio.
Biagio lover.
Biagio.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was. Yeah, I was
It was
gonna say.
Richard.
Oh, Richard. Yeah. Because he also. Yeah.
Actually, apparently, I do know my council by heart. So it was Allura, Richard, Biagio, and Gurminder. And you see in the center, Gurminder kind of has her head in her hands and is just like waiting for everyone to shut up. You see Biagio standing back, arms kind of folded against his chest. You see that he still looks a little bit shaken from being held hostage by the assassin. Richard is practically standing on his seat, shouting across at someone up in the stands, and Allura also is seated, much like Gurminder, her head just kind of waiting for the quiet to dull down, and the rabble to dull down, and as Oliver enters, everyone kind of stops for a moment in silence. And then the room erupts once again into argument as you hear the basic argument going on here. One delegation of the room is arguing that now is the time to strike, that we must gather all forces possible and bring them to the Umber to meet Edward Drastig in combat. the other half of the room is accusing Oliver de Rollo of bringing the battle to Amman and inciting a war where one would not have been had he not arrived and had not driven the orcs westward toward Amman. And you hear Richard is shouting in favor of moving to strike now, and as Oliver comes in and attempts to quiet the room, holds up his hands. Quiet, everyone, please! The room doesn't really quiet down as he does. Eventually, Allura stands up, and as she does, the entire room immediately goes quiet. The floor recognizes Oliver de Rollo. What have you to say in this regard?
Can I like step up behind him and just like support him?
I take a step back.
Same.
I'm not.
Oliver,
I'm not
takes
in
a
the room.
Okay. Oliver takes a few steps forward, kind of making himself the center of risers and directly in front of the council table. Councilors, we must not strike yet. I do bear responsibility for the driving of the Orcish horde westward. It was my advance that drove them out of the dividing plains to seek refuge in the Umber Hills among the allies of Eredrasik. But it is not with a faint heart that I do so, but out of necessity. For Edward Drassig and his claim to the throne of Taldore threatens to destroy not only our great republic, but our very dimension as well. For there is an evil. He turns and looks over at Elena.
I knew it was her.
To destroy not only Taldore, not only Exandria, but seeks to destroy every realm of existence. The Feywild is not safe. The 9 hells are not safe. An ancient evil known as the Chained Oblivion, feared by the betrayer gods and our gods alike for its will to destroy all, has almost completed its task. Just this evening, my personal guard has been defeated by a group of mind flayers. And as he says this, the whole room kind of murders through disdain and doubt. He pulls up a hand. It is true. But hear me out. They speak of an act long ago, 30 years to be exact, in Craghammer. An incursion by my father, my mother, and another group of adventurers we know too well, Taldore, wounded a hive mind. Its wounding allowed the spawn of the mind flayers to go unhindered, and now, according to them, a Neolithid has been chosen to represent the crawling king in this regard. Xavier, make an Arcana check, since you're probably the only person who ever heard of this.
Heard of what?
A Neolith.
He's not in the room.
Well, I'm
You
just
can still
outside the
hear.
door.
Oh, okay.
You cut out a little bit there for me.
Neophyllid.
Yeah.
Damn, I rolled a 7, so 20.
Damn, I rolled,
The
Don't you
seven.
hate that when you roll low?
I'm getting cold playing.
Put on that sheet,
Oliver puts on a sweater dramatically.
right?
I thought he said I'm getting a call.
No. So, with your random knowledge that you have accrued of mind flayers, you know that they have a strange. Oh well, let me just read you the entry here, which will give you a slight understanding. Among the strongest taboos in Illithid society is the idea of allowing a tadpole to survive without implanting it into a donor brain. Under normal circumstances, any tadpole that grows larger than inches in length is killed by the elder brain, to be food for it or for less mature tadpoles. Any tadpole that survives beyond this state is perceived as a threat to the entire colony, and the Mind Flayers organize hunting parties to exterminate the abomination. Lacking enough intelligence to be detected by an elder brain's power thoughts, Neolithids warrant such precautions. Basically, when
Can you send me that? You were breaking up just a bit.
Okay, I'll send it to you in a second here. On rare occasions, an Illithid colony collapses, typically after an external event, and the elder brain is killed. When that happens, the colony's tadpoles are suddenly fate. They no longer serve as food and are, in turn, no longer fed by their caretakers. Driven by hunger, they turn to devouring one another until only one tadpole survives out of thousands and grows to become an Neophyllid. Basically think bigger than a purple worm, hungrier than a purple worm, with Illithid flavor added in for the fun of it.
Oh,
No.
so the lake.
Yes, as soon as this memory comes back to you, your mind goes back to the lake outside Vasselheim, the tentacles emerging from depths in this massive, bigger than a purple creature that emerged, enters your mind. And I'll send you the description. I just took a screenshot of. Bam.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Very.
According to the mind, the room kind of goes well. According to the Illithid, which almost killed me, the chained oblivion has been moved from realm to realm, deity by deity, imprisoning them, taking their spark of divinity and granting it to his followers. And he has taken the Crawling King's spark and granted it to this Neophyllid. And it is beneath us now.
Oh my god, that's what those tremors are.
When the DM smiles.
This is fine.
So, retirement plan to Marquette?
Yep.
At this point, room is silent. What evidence do you have for this craziness? Allura says, her head's still kind of in her hand, and he turns back toward you. Oliver turns back toward Vale, reaches into his pocket, pulls out the coin, and pulls out the coin, the platinum, gives it a
You gave
flick.
it to us.
And, Allura catches it out of the air and takes a look at it.
Of course she catches it.
Well, yeah.
She passes it down to Biagio, who passes it to Gurminder, to Richard, who you watch kind of pocket the coin.
There goes into your platinum.
I mean, money's money.
At this point, Richard says, standing up from the table, King De Rollo, is it? You see kind of a smirk on his face, and part of the laughs along. What is it you would have us do, Your Excellency, since you have such a wonderful claim over the people of Iman? How would you defend us against this Neapolitan? Oliver turns, facing the rest of the room. I would turn to this council for guidance in the situation. And I would turn, and he turned toward the rest of you. Oh, we lost Kayla there for a second. And I turn to our champions and those who understand the situation better than I to lend their voices as well. How should we defend the city of Amman? Every head in the room turned to Vera Anran.
Well, it's Elena in the room only. And like
What?
blaming Sabala.
I'd like to think I probably came in with you.
Yeah, Oldoris is in there. I think Vale and Mackenzie.
Nope.
Stay back.
Oh yeah, we're out.
Yeah, Doris looks
What?
behind him and is like, "Oh, the rest are outside."
Well, we need to prepare the city and the people and inform them of whatever this is.
Hey, Peggy,
Yes.
I can barely hear.
Oh, really?
Oh, I can send the picture now.
You can send the picture. I don't know.
Not to
what-
you, to Mackenzie.
Okay, I don't know how to turn myself up.
Look, Xavier, I'm just saying, we could be halfway to Marquette in like 10 minutes.
I think I have a circle in Marquette.
Even faster than.
I sent you the wrong thing. Hold on.
I don't, in all honesty, I have no idea what to say or what to do here.
Well, then,
Awkward.
if I may, Elena.
Well, this is Peggy, not Elena talking.
Yes, but I say, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
The tremors are coming from underneath us, which, in my previous experience, means that it will attack from below, seeing as how it is the champion of this. What was it? Chained Oblivion?
Yes.
Yes. That means that it will come after the temples first, or the place that has the absolute most people around it. If it has any sort of intelligence, that is.
I don't know that it has that.
So what?
I don't think it has much. I think it's more driven by hunger.
Also, this is what we saw at the Raven Queen, the champion of the Raven Queen's tomb. Because when we looked down, there was a giant thing moving.
Was it this one?
It was giant purple worm. So it could be here, it could not be here. We need to find a way to locate it and track it potentially.
I can locate it, but I need to have a clear picture of it. Issue being, what do we do once we have it?
At this point, Richard continues to talk. We do not have the resources to take on an army to the north and a giant creature beneath us.
Uldora speaks up and says, "So what, you're just going to wait for it to come? You're just going to sit here with your hands underneath you and
In all
Just wait.
honesty, you don't even have the resources to feed your city.
She speaks truth,
Big oof.
which is exactly why we do not have the faith in our presumed king. This city was not ready for an attack and should never have been brought in the first place. It is not the responsibility of the city defending the realm, as it were, from creatures from beyond the veil.
This isn't just creatures, this is Drassic working with them. This is more than just a war between two kings.
Then what would you have us do? Is every man, woman, and child to grab a pitchfork, start poking the ground in hopes to find a giant wolf?
No, but you need to prepare them so if they wish, they can leave.
So we are to flee Aman. The people are to gather in hordes and allow themselves to be picked off by a sword or a massive worm. Our city needs protection. We need allies. Situation.
Then gather your allies.
Our list of allies grows thin. We are already in debt to the Arcana Pentopical. We are already in debt to the Elves of Sing. As he says this, an elven gentleman who's sitting up in the stand goes, "Yes, there shall be no aid from Singorn in this regard.
Ugh.
If there truly is a threat to the realm, then I should, what's the word? I should inform. God, I forgot his name. He says the guy's name. That Elena,
The leader, yeah.
that Elena met with. I shall inform him once, and Singorn shall engage their own defense.
Fine, then we will gather your allies. And we will gather ours and prepare for what is to come.
What allies are you to gather?
Any and all that we can find. May they be little or big.
Excuse me. I
Speaking
point
of
at the
little-
guy from Singorn.
Finger of death.
You,
Disintegrate.
the Feywild,
Kill them all.
is unsafe. If your defenses fall, where will you run?
The Feywild.
The Feywild has been safe for a millennia.
And this is a god that we are talking about, and they go way beyond any power that the Feywild may possess. He may even have the power of the gods of the Feywild.
We shall deal with that as the elves do. Who are you to tell me what?
Excuse you? This is not about money. This is way bigger than political issues. This is life and death of the people in Tal'Dorei, in this realm. It's not about you. It's not about your leaders. It's not about stupid money. It's about the people. And I am sick and tired of you leaders freaking being stupid about all of this. Going, "Ugh."
Glade
Whew.
blushes.
We need to come together, as hard as that is, to defeat this.
He stops for a moment.
And don't give me this superiority of elves are better, because you are just as mortal as we and are just as easy to kill.
I know you. Weren't you in Singorn a couple weeks ago?
Yes, yes, I am.
I think it was
Was-
more than a couple weeks at this
It was a
point.
couple of,
They mentioned you while I was there. Had plans for you. Did you ever complete the task?
not yet. But I plan to.
So you plan to?
Yes, there were things that unfortunately, like dealing with the Chained Oblivion and trying to save realms, that got ahead of me. Because I may be part elf, but I don't believe that I am superior than anyone else. I am of noble birth, but that does not make me any better than anyone else, including those who are starving on the streets of Aman.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, shit. Persuasion?
Kayla.
Dirty 20.
Oof.
I see what he saw in you. Perhaps the position he has for you Warranted even. I never thought that a half-elf position in the city of Sing, but perhaps the time has come. You should go back to Singon. Complete your task and then speak with the leader. Perhaps once you have done that, Singon may be able to come of age.
All right.
He's got this inquisitive look on his eye, kind of staring at you the whole time. Sits back down. Everyone else, you see this kind of very shocked reception from the crowd. No one has ever heard the elves talk.
Yeah, she kind of cool.
Talking about being one of the. That's what we need.
Sorry, you broke up there. What did you say?
Talking about being one of the people. That's what we need.
What a thought.
I hope you actually said that in game.
I did.
Okay. Is there any like other foreign delegates in, or is it just being foreign?
Glancing around the room, you see a representative that you recognize.
Oh god,
Got it.
is it the frog people? Because like we still have to deal with that.
That would be super awkward.
Hang on.
Awkward.
Gotta find his name. Aladar is sitting among bleachers.
Who was that again?
Aladar.
Snuggles.
It's Snuggles.
Oh yeah.
Snuggles!
And he was the representative from Draconia.
Yes.
And glancing around, you see what appear to be some persons that may represent Marquesian outfits. You see religious people that may look like Platinum Sanctuary, some representatives from
Okay.
but yeah, that's really it for foreign delegates. There's not too many. There's a lot more
That's fine.
positions from
That's fine.
Whitestone.
That's fine. I turn to Aladar and I say, is there any chance that we can have Draconia's assistance? Or would be willing to assist?
Draconia is not really in position at this time. Military strength. We're still rebuilding as we are ourselves. We don't have anything to offer.
Any help that you can find would be of assistance, even if it's in the smallest form.
I can bring it back to the Alliance, but I can't promise any.
Okay, I turn to the Marquesians and I ask the same question to them.
We can bring it up.
Do more than bring it up.
We'll do more.
We'll be in contact.
We'll be in contact.
I don't know what else to say to that.
As you were done talking with Alice, and as you finish with the Marquesians, they get up and walk out. As they walk out, Biagio's. It appears your list of allies grows thin.
These are not the only allies that I have.
Market
Oh.
Summer Home.
What other allies do you have?
Oh gosh. Okay. So there's the frog people. What are they called again? Because we're not going to
Hanyo-san?
tell them.
The Hanyosai are the bad ones.
Well,
Yeah, but the
you never
Hanyu
know.
side. We're just going to say that
I don't remember
We
the
have
name
allies
of Masuda's village.
we have allies
Ah.
south of Sidgorn, the Hanyu side, that we can also contact.
The Hanyo side.
Yes.
not now.
Frog
No.
people.
Do you have a
Yes.
problem with frog people?
Oh shit.
Oh, I did not realize this was a children.
Excuse you?
I hold my hand and I point at him. This is not a war for politics. This is a war for the safety of the realm. And any help from anything would be of assistance, and it is not right of you to look down on those.
The Bullywog are glorified beast race. They are.
And he's a human, correct?
He is a human.
Okay, and you're a puny human who sits in a chair debating all day long.
Boom.
What
Ah.
battles have you seen? And what people and worlds have you traveled and met?
You just counteracted your previous point.
I am the
Yes.
master of information, the entire council of Iman. I have been across every continent of Eldora. I
Yes,
have
but
been
you
to the
sit.
flames of the fire realm.
Information
I have been to
sucks.
the abyss.
Yes.
I have been more places than you have, child.
And your information didn't bring up the chained oblivion and the issues of this?
The word has reached my ears.
And
you
did
ignored
bring
it.
it to the council?
It was not pertinent.
I believe that a god trying to take over the world is pertinent.
They are trapped behind the divine gate.
For now, there's always been ways. The Raven Queen has ascended. Vecna attempted to ascend. They can break
did
those
ascend.
gates.
He did
What?
ascend.
Oh, he did ascend. Sorry, Vecna did ascend.
Did he?
Yes, they sealed him behind.
Technically.
They sealed him behind with the
I thought
trammels.
destroying Vasselheim was like the last thing you needed to ascend.
No, he.
I think that was
technically-
just a show of force to get followers.
Yeah, he technically was fully ascended,
Okay.
or was
Yeah.
very.
Oh yeah, because it was Vecna the
Yeah.
ascended.
Well, that
yeah.
was real close.
Vecna ascended. How do you say that they can't break the divine gate? It wasn't there always, and it won't be there forever. It hasn't been there always, and won't be there forever.
Fine. Apart from a couple of frogs, what other allies?
We have come in contact with Myconid
Yeah.
as well.
Frogs and mushrooms.
Okay, you know what? You about to catch these hands? That was Peggy.
I'm about to catch these.
She just runs out.
The ranger casts fist.
Yeah.
Were you
I hope
on
so.
the streets during the riot?
I was not.
And
Did
we
the
were.
Insight
word
check,
of
no,
the
just kidding.
Goliath spirits reach your ears?
Rumors of strange occurrences that evening have reached my ears here.
Okay, we live in a magical world. How can it be a
They
rumor?
are mine. If I can get to Wild, I can bring it back. Probably.
Oh, Kayla, do you have any allies in Wildmount at all?
I do.
Would you be willing to bring them up?
Talk about that later.
No, we need to talk about it now.
I can't talk about it right now in front of all these people. Okay.
Do you have any allies that we can mention, Sapala?
Like one small town.
Well, Doris leans over and goes, I have an elephant.
Oh,
Eldorus, hero of the people.
elephant.
And what
Frogs,
allies?
Mushrooms and
You will be
elephants.
asking us
Hey.
what allies we have. What allies do you have that
Probably
you can
none.
bring to the table?
Because he's a jerk.
There's the Library of the Cobalt Soul, the Arcana Pansophical. We're already to them, but we might as well increase that bit. Why not?
We got Vox
Um,
Machina.
Vox
we do
Machina,
have Vox. We have
Vasselheim.
Vox. Excuse me. If the ally of Vox Machina is anyone's, it's ours.
Boom.
Vasselheim. I'm sure I would be much better at anything than you have. Have you done anything for the Marquesians?
No.
I did not think so. I am from Marquette. I could probably actually get to the Marquesians.
And I have Gilmore, so suck it.
I'm retiring somewhere else now.
And I have Gilmore, so suck it.
So-
At this point, Allura. On that note,
Stop.
very well.
I'm sorry, Alora.
Cal,
Yes.
I did the dumb.
Oh,
What do you
yes.
mean, them?
I sent you my roll.
Oh, yes.
You did what?
Yes.
What?
Oh,
Wait, has a week passed since that incident?
I don't think so.
Since what incident?
It's been a rough couple of days. I think he just rolled Divine Intervention again.
Oh,
he said 1 sec.
I am so done with Richard. He
Okay,
can.
so
Up
We
is
had a long rest. I skipped the day before that, and the day before that was the riot. Yeah, it's been 3 days.
You're muted,
I just
Cal.
remembered the Raven Queen. She offered us. She didn't necessarily. Did she offer us assistance?
What assistance?
No, she said we were now all her champions.
We have the Raven Queen
You're
on our
muted,
side,
Cal.
and I'm.
Also, Cal, it's been
When
3
did
days.
I get muted?
I don't know.
don't
When
You
you got
muted
up,
yourself.
It's only been 3 days, Cal,
3 days, cool. 3 days
Sorry.
since what?
since the riot.
3 days since we're okay.
You can't cast Divine Intervention.
Unless Cal says I can.
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
Have at it,
No.
please.
No.
Cal can
No.
totally let me summon 100 Goliath
No.
spirits as a
No.
show force.
No, no,
Oh, I wish I could
no.
cast Divine Intervention.
No.
We have
No.
the Raven Queen.
I kind of want that one guard that flipped him off before he left just to appear, go, just shake her head and disappear again.
Not this time.
No.
Oh, what was her name? That was
That was Scimitar.
Yeah.
Scimitar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
who's
no,
who's
he
all
said
in the
no.
council room?
We also.
At
have
this point, a lot of the
Everyone but us.
representatives have been, at this point, it's pretty much just Richard, Germinder, Biagio, and and Oliver.
Who's all in the room? Just from the party.
I am.
It's all
I
but the
am.
two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See
you
Paul
guys
is
are
shaking with
outside.
anger.
Shit, I haven't called Masuda. I just now saw that. Vera Honoran, we have other pressing matters that I would like to get to soon, please. I say that into the room.
Very well.
I turn around and I say, "Is the realm not a pressing matter?"
Your family was a matter. Mine is now too.
This
I
is
walk
more than just my family.
I've
So,
walked
let's go,
out.
let's go scout it out. They can catch up.
Let's go, Elena. We're not making any progress here with Captain Nose up his own ass.
I'll,
My name is Richard.
Yeah, Dick.
Your name is Dick.
Wait,
Got
is
it.
Richard the Marquesian guy?
They both are.
Oh. Oh. See, he had a stupid name, but I at least had hope for him.
I'll quickly go over the earpiece. Elena, if we need more, come help us. This will also get us allies.
Right.
Ah, yes, the Chained Oblivion. We have dismissed these claims.
I mean, to be fair.
I've played enough Mass Effect to know what's going on. We'll trade remarks back and forth, then we'll storm out, do it anyway.
I turned to my brother and, "Do you want to come with us, or what do you want to do?"
I must see my troops. I must rally what. I shall return to Graceful Keep and await your word.
Also, the automaton is out in the field, and I am pissed off at you at that. At this moment, we will not handle that.
Yes, but it looks good.
No, you ruined it.
You just think it looks good.
And
Well,
it
Doris-
was meant to protect Whitestone.
Uldoris turns and heads for the door. As he passes by, he said, "No, it really looks like shit."
Everyone thinks bedazzling looks good when they start.
Honestly, dude, one cannon is enough. Put the other shield on it.
we didn't even see what the one side of it has sequence on it.
Absolutely. It's like those color changing ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We
Like, rub
also
your hand over it, it's a different color.
we also need to
69
find the
back.
twins, and I will go find more allies.
Of course. Mackenzie, look at your phone.
Will you look for the twins?
Phone.
The
Our
I thought
twins?
the twins. I thought the twins were.
They weren't at the castle when I looked for them.
Good.
We also didn't go
Yes.
upstairs.
The twins I shall look for.
Why are you saying that like that?
Because I don't know where the twins are. They weren't there when I got.
Okay. So hopefully they're still alive and safe. Hopefully Cass sent them away.
Yes.
I've met the twins.
Yes, you have that.
Yes, you have. Very good.
Sending. Where are you
Oh.
at?
Where are you at?
Oh god, don't mind Flayer this again, please.
Have they been taught stranger danger?
Ranger.
They
No,
they're
stranger
right.
danger, not ranger
Is
danger.
sending,
They are the danger. What are you talking about? They're Derolos.
sending full or telepathic?
The hear
Is
in
it
their
what or
heads.
what?
Do you
I'd
have to
like to
respond
do
out loud?
It's telepathic.
Well, that's a question. Allow me to turn to the page.
Okay, look here.
Lola,
Go.
will you
As-
stop making that noise?
D. Send a message across.
Are you okay, Kayla? You look
Yes. I am stressed,
Edgar.
okay?
Kitty butt.
I was shaking with anger a few moments ago.
Here's the message in its mind. Recognize the US number if it knows you and can answer in a like manner immediately. It does not say if it has to be out loud or with
Okay.
your mind.
Usually it's funnier if it's out loud, but in this case, I'm not sure.
Just
Okay.
screaming profanities into the sky.
Help. Which twin do you send it to?
The
I
cooler one.
don't know their names.
Well, you have an option.
Pretty sure it says target you're familiar with.
He's met him.
You have Percival.
Flayer
No, not
doesn't.
yeah,
I
Percival
know.
and Alton.
I'm gonna go with Alton so that I don't get the other Percival.
Smart.
Okay.
call.
So, a passage, and you hear Alton's voice in your mind. I'm at this very interesting rally up in the Umber. I have some quite interesting ideas.
You're in the Umber Hills.
He's at a rally in the Umber Hills?
He's a Jurassic supporter.
No!
Oh.
Wow.
I feel like, just sidebar, I feel like Cal sits at home just thinking of what other shit can I throw at them to make it just
Not even at
Worse.
them, at
No.
Elena
Okay.
specifically.
Okay, no, hold on here. Hold on. Here's what I want. I want to clear. Here's what happened. I do sit at home and go, "What shit can I do?" But I don't expect it all to happen right after another. I go, "Oh, so this is gonna happen here. Eventually, they're gonna find like this happen, and then maybe a couple weeks later, this thing will happen. But then in one session, we kill Antcast. We find out about the other thing. Find out about the brothers. All the stuff that I had intended spread out, all found out at the same time. And I'm sitting here like, all right, cool.
It
Peggy-
feels like I'm being targeted.
Peggy, Mackenzie, it gets so much easier once he gets rid of the last family member.
Wait, so do you say that he's in a rally at Umber Hills out loud?
I said it to you
Okay.
quietly because I am intelligent.
Did Oliver hear this?
Was Oliver standing next to you?
Nope,
Yes.
he rolled a 1.
Ooh.
I turned to Oliver.
Oh, sorry, it's lost control.
Oliver.
Hmm?
Hither.
What?
Now.
I'm here.
You're taller than me, lean down.
What?
Alton is in a rally in the Umber Hills.
Well, shit.
I'm going to kill him.
You would be.
And where Alton is, I assume nearby.
Can you send another sending to Percival?
It's my last third level spell, but I'm going to need more than just Percival.
Percival. Well,
other
full-
twin.
the full name, and then I say the fourth.
I'm going to ask you to write that down.
I write it down.
Percival Fredrickson
Okay.
by Mr. Kolowski.
The full.
The phone.
Cut out at the end, but I know you got it.
I go through that whole thing, and I say, are Are you in Umber Hills at a rally? If not, where you at, homie?
Homie is now canon.
Good.
Wait,
Beer
we're
is
not here yet.
incredible.
Yeah, you broke up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Got to come up here to the Umber Hills. The beer is incredible at this party.
Oh.
Oh God.
Okay. Elena. Oliver.
Yes.
You are right about where he's at, but he is currently getting blasted.
I think that we're going to be down 2 siblings.
I think you're correct, sister.
All right, let's go because Xavier was in a hurry.
We
All
need to
right.
worry about Xavier. Oliver,
Yes.
can you worry about?
Twins.
Anything.
You're
I will
messing
do
with
my
family.
best. I will do my best. I have sent to inspect the Umber Hill camp as it is a message sent out to them to see if they can retrieve.
All right.
At this point, I would like to pause tonight's evening, ending with what Xavier and Doris are.
Just gonna.
Fail.
Xavier stopped Oldoris before he went through the door. It's like, hey, it's gonna be a long talk. I'll check out the ring, and yeah, we're gonna end on that.
Okay, so for the 10 minutes that are going on during, first thing that you notice is, do you speak Marquesian,
Xavier?
Xavier?
No.
Okay.
Wow, it's the one language.
Oh, not yet.
You recognize
I should have taken that.
the handwriting of Marquesian etched kind of in the bottom of the ring. As you hold it in your hand, it has that same polarity to it, where when you hold it flat in your hand, it hovers above it, and then as you attempt to put it on your finger, it almost tries to magnetize to your finger and go on. You cast Identify. Remind me, Identify tells you everything, correct?
Yes. Command word, what it
Also
does.
that
Chart.
Does not. It ignores one thing.
Curses.
Does not tell you if it's cursed. That
Yeah.
was clarified in a rules Q&A.
Yeah.
Does it tell you its alignment? If
So
it has one.
the first thing that comes to your mind is the command. Ashani. A-S-H-A-N-I. Ashani. And as you identify this ring, this is a ring of genie summoning.
Ooh.
Got genie.
But that's genies are dangerous in D&D.
D,
Or am I thinking-
and not genie, DJ.
Jin.
And-
Yeah, so
Jinn.
Jin.
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 A Jin.
Jin are dangerous. We don't want to mess with that. It'd be another ally, though.
Ashani was the name of that cultist we killed.
Was it?
I don't know if anyone else wrote that down, but I sure did.
I did that.
I wondered where I got that name from.
I
I
don't
had
know.
that in my notes, and I was like, I don't remember what I used this for, so I'm going to use it for the genie.
I got it.
Sure. Well,
I
can
have it written here. Ashani, gonna come back.
Unrelated.
No relation.
All right.
But what you know, Xavier, while wearing this ring, you can speak its command as an action and summon a particular genie from the elemental plane of air. The genie appears in an unoccupied space you choose within and remains as long as you concentrating on a spell to a maximum of 1 hour or until it drops to 0 hit, in which it returns to its home plane. While summoned, the genie is friendly to you and it obeys any commands you give it, no matter what language you use. If you fail to command it, the genie defends itself against attackers but takes actions. After the genie departs, it cannot be summoned again for hours, and the ring becomes non-magical if the genie dies. I rolled for that ring.
So
Yeah.
I have a question
Answer.
because I have it remains as long as you concentrate, as if concentrating as a spell. Summoning things like that is usually conjuration.
Mm-hmm.
Would my 10th level ability stop damage from breaking my concentration, since it's technically conjuration magic?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. That is great.
So once again, I've picked up an item that Xavier will make more use of than I will.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. It just, if I take damage, it can't break my concentration on it. All right.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why do you do this to me?
Jen.
Because
Teach you to have
Because-
a large family.
Right?
Because I sit down and I go, all right, what are we doing right now? What is this character right now? What is this character right now? And then everyone comes into my sessions like, okay, what? Also, everything that happened with Cassandra is you guys' fault.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, definitely.
Do
I
not
feel
blame
like
that on me.
wasn't. I feel like that wasn't clear what he was trying to say. He felt
Yeah.
very sincere that we were Vox Machina, and did not change his plans at all.
All right.
Mind flayers are arrogant.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
It felt like he just
for
went like,
staying.
Bye.
Don't do it.
Bye.
everybody.
Was.
Peace.
Oh no, that's exactly what he's doing. Bye.